All right, let's talk about slopes. Let's talk about being able to figure out the slope from a graph, or sorry, from an equation. So you're given an equation, could be in slope-intercept form, could be in standard form, and you're being asked, hey, what's the slope? So let's make this quick and easy, right? First thing first, if you have slope-intercept form, which is like y equals mx plus b, the coefficient, the number multiplying by the x, that's what the slope is. So whatever that number is right there, that's your slope. So this one's pretty straightforward, but it can get a little tricky. So let's unpack a couple little things that can happen here. I've got a few examples, right? So let's say we had y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Well, here, that's the number multiplying with the x, so the slope would be 1/3. Now what if you don't see a number? Right? Like this one, you don't see a number. Well, you don't need to write times 1, just like you don't need to write plus 0, right? So there's really a 1 right there, so the slope is 1. Here's almost the same, but it's minus, so that makes it minus 1. All right, now, y equals a number is actually a horizontal line, so that one's going to have a slope of 0. Anytime it's y equals a number, it's a horizontal line, the slope is 0. If it's x equals a number, it's vertical, and the slope is undefined. So that's how those work right there. All right, now let's shift over to the standard form. For standard form, there's a shortcut we can use. Now, where this comes from, I could show you in another video, but for right now, you can just take it on faith. You take that first number, change its sign, divide by the second number. First number, change its sign, divide by the second number, right? That's your slope. So this one, we have the opposite of that. So it's positive 3 is a. So opposite of that divided by negative 2. A negative divided by a negative divided by a negative is positive. So 3/2. Now let's see how this one works. Here, the difference is, here we have a negative and here we have a positive. So still, using our formula, negative 3 over, this time, positive 2, and that's our slope. Done and done, right? The negative divided by a negative is positive. This one's just plain old negative 3/2. Done. All right, now, 5 is a, negative 1 is, well, see here? This means that b is actually negative 1. This b right here is negative 1. So we have, change the sign of a, right, divided by a negative. Negative divided by a positive is, negative divided by a negative is positive. So negative 5 divided by negative 1, 5. All right, let's talk about this one. These are almost the same too, right? Here's the difference. Here, the b value is positive 1. So change the sign of a. A is 5, so negative 5/1, negative 5. Last one. Here, remember, if you don't see a number in front, there's a 1. It's 1 times, and this is negative 1 times. So what we have is change the sign of this, right? Change the sign of that, and then whatever b is. Negative 1 divided by negative 1 is positive 1. There you go.